Hi friends, good morning, good afternoon, happy Wednesday, all of those things, right? It is Wednesday at 11 o'clock where I am in Central Time Zone, and I am back with Facebook Live, and we are going to work with the New Horizons or the On the Horizon. I thought I had worked with this enough that I wouldn't have to cheat. It's not cheating, is it? To look at my catalog, but I guess I do. So I promised that I would be back with more of this, and I'm excited to announce that there's even more coming. So super, super exciting here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can switch the camera. Okay, so, and it's a rainy day here, so I apologize. The lighting is just going to be off. So, the New Horizons Suite. So, you might remember that for Card Club last month, we worked with this designer series paper, mostly with the B side, and we used the Biggest Wish stamp set with it. Okay, and we made these cards, and everybody loved these cards, and so I promised that I would do more. This is what I'll call the A side of the paper. This watercolor wash looking is what we call the B side. This one has been a favorite, and I added the Mountain Air stamp set with it, and then this one I think I did on a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live as well. So today we are going to use this paper and this stamp set, and maybe even the dies. No, we're not using the dies. And we are using Misty Moonlight ink and Memento Black. Now remember, when you store your ink, this gets stored just like this. That this actually is, if you notice the ink pad, when I open it up, the ink pad is right here, and when I fold it over, so see, when I fold it over, all the ink is going to be on the surface. Memento Black, however, if you set it with the label up, then the ink is going to be, down, right? So I store it this way. And looks like I just had a comment pop up. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to show those. Hey, Johnny, I did see it. So awesome. Okay, so that's that. And I just said that we're going to have more of this New Horizons coming up, and we are going to use it again in Bingo on March the 4th. I am going to collaborate with a teammate of mine, Daniela Hutt, and offer Bingo. So here is this beautiful paper that we are working with today, and we are going to make cards with white card bases, and we have some mats already cut, and let's see what else we need. Then we're going to use some ribbon. Guys, I think that's it. So, all right, let me go ahead and score my card bases because this came to me not scored. It might shock you to learn, although I would hope not, that I sometimes participate in events that I get sent kits. And this set of cards is actually one such kit. So these are cut 4 1/4 by 11. So I'm going to score them at 5 1/2. I have another treat, another surprise coming up in February. I am going to create a series of what I'm calling Stamping 101. And so far, I have 5 topics that I am going to cover, and they're going to be short videos. There may not even be a completed project to go along with it, but I'm going to feature like one day we're going to do, card bases and layers, and we're going to talk about the trimmer, and then we're going to go into stamping, and we're going to talk about the different kinds of stamps, how you care for them, how you use them. One time we're going to talk about the stamparatus. So we're going to cover inks and the different ways you can color, the different stamps that sometimes you stamp an outline, sometimes you stamp a landscape, sometimes it's a greeting. So I'm super excited about this, and I hope you will be too. Okay, so let's see what patterns we're going to use for this. All right, so Oh, these are kind of flipped. Isn't that beautiful? That beautiful pink and purple. Love it, love it, love it. Don't believe we're using that one. Sorry, if I'd had a moment, I might have done this beforehand, but I did not take the time to sort through the paper. We are going to use this one. That's one of my favorites. That's what we used in that sympathy card. And then, don't believe we're using that one. Are we using this one? I don't think so. This is kind of the most fun or the trickiest part of the whole thing, is figuring out what paper you're using. I don't think it's that one, although it could be. Yeah, I really should have done this ahead of time. Sorry. Oh my goodness. This is funny. I think this is... We're only cutting 3 by 3 pieces, so I really couldn't go wrong by pulling any of them out. All right, sit tight. I need one that has a lot of green and some blue, but it's not you. A lot of green and some blue. I don't think it's you. I think it's you, so we're going to call that one. All right, I found 2 of them. And I bet that the others, no, they're not. I was going to say, are you just continuations of, this one might be. All right, we're going to start with these and go from there. So, so we've got these bases are 3 3/8 squared, and we're going to cut our designer series paper 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So a little bit bigger. I've been trying to cut it 3 by 3 so that I can get 4 cards from one piece. So 3 1/4 by, let's see, how much do I want? I'm actually going to come. I want more. Oh my gosh, how did this get so tricky? Okay, y'all are going to laugh, but I'm going to take a little bit off here, and then I'm going to do it this way and have more of the pink and the blue, pink and the yellow. No. Okay, well, I left myself with just little scraps all over there, didn't I? That's okay. I just wanted a different little piece. Okay, so that's that one. At least I think they actually use this side of it. Nuts. Isn't that funny? Okay. And then cut this one. 3 1/4. Kind of been hoarding this paper. I love it so much. And I want more of that pink to show, so yeah, I'm going to cut it the same. Cut up little pieces of it. Okay, so that is 2. And this other one is not. It's not that one. I just saw something really pretty made with that one. So that one. So that one. oh boy, really shouldn't be this hard. But I want some sky with a little yellow in it. All right, so this time we're going to go this way. I'll go 3 1/4. And I'm going to cut a full inch off. No, I'm going to cut 3/4. Don't mind me as I talk to myself here, right? All right, there's that one. And then honestly, I just can't decide what I want for the other one. It's crazy. I want something. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the sky on this. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. That'll be 1. And then I think I'm going to use. No, that one's just not quite right. This is too funny that I cannot make a decision. Okay, we're going to use this one. They're all so pretty. It couldn't have gone wrong if I picked any of them. Okay, now we have our pieces, as you all believed. And since I've got this one out, we're going to start with this one. I did pull out the stamp sets that I really like working with this one. So here is the On the Horizon stamp set. And this is what we're primarily using today. But I wanted to show you some of the others. This is the mountain that I used with that sympathy card. This is Mountain Air. It is in the annual catalog. Grassy Grove for these trees and these two, amazing. And that is in the mini catalog. And then Oceanfront, I'm going to have to do a class around this one because there's so much we can learn about that with watercoloring, shimmery paper, all kinds of fun stuff. I let that die. Come on back. So I am going to pull out this stamp set. It's kind of big on that. We'll use that. And of course the birds. The birds will fit there, I think. There was great debate last Saturday as to which way the birds go. And I don't know that it really matters. I think you could argue either case. All right, so I'm in camera. Here this is. I'm going to turn it this way so that we've got this down at the bottom and we have the sky up there. And we are going to stamp well, okay. We can stamp these images however we want to. And I kind of like, I'm going to do the base in black. Have I gotten myself off a little bit? Yeah, I think I did. All right. So I'm going to give us some grass in black, kind of down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to stamp the birds in Misty Moonlight. Maybe we'll do all of the stamping and then we'll do all of the assembly. Okay, so these birds, which way do you like them? I don't know, I like them all. I'm going to put them right there. All right, that's all the stamping on this piece, so I'm going to set it there. And I'll find my stamp cleaner and clean those few stamps. We're going to stamp the greeting actually on the card base itself. Actually put those out of the way maybe. And we'll put this one on black base, so we'll get it ready. And then this guy is going to be the sky, and we're going to stamp these trees, these adorable trees. And we're going to stamp them in black, kind of create a just kind of a little grove of trees, perhaps. So it's kind of cool to have a rainy day for stamping today. Did a little coaching with some of my team already too. And isn't that gorgeous? No, so I didn't get a real strong image over here. I'm not worried about it. That's just fine. And again, we'll add some birds in Misty Moonlight. Hello, Catherine. Okay, figuring out which way our birds go. We'll get them in there. And I think actually we're going to put this, I don't know. For right now, I'm going to put it on blue. We'll see if it stays there. And let's clean these off, and we have, so all we'll do next is a symbol, and then we'll stamp the greetings on the card bases themselves. Okay. This one, this beautiful piece, all we're adding are the birds. I mean, how could we? What I did on the last, this is the piece that I used with the sympathy card, and I added the mountains to it. But we're going to stick just with the horizon today. I'm going to draw an arrow once I figure out which way I like these best. Isn't that gorgeous? How simple is this, right? And this on blue. And then the last one I think is going to be stamped all in black. See, we spent the most of our time just getting the pieces organized. So we're going to come in with this one, and we're going to stamp our, let's go ahead and do the trees first. This is kind of one of those stamps that you just can't mess up. It's going to look absolutely perfect wherever you put it. And then we're going to let our birds just there. Right? All right, so I'll set that there and that there. I'll clean our little guys. It's funny, when I'm working like this, it makes me think of the painter, Bob, what was his name? You know who I mean. What's his name? Had the wild afro. Okay, I'm going to leave the greetings out because we're going to use that. Put these back, and that'll free up some blocks. There are dies with this as well that are beautiful. I haven't even touched those yet, so maybe that'll be the next thing. I think we're going to do that for bingo. I'm going to put these together. And then somewhere on my table over here, I have some ribbon. So we can add some ribbon to these as well. Kind of want to get a little in my corners. And Bob Ross, that's his name. 2 points for cat. but you know, it's a little landscape. I've given it some happy trees, right? It just makes you happy. So I know it's rainy and yucky where Johnny is because he's close to me. Kat, do you have sunshine down there in the Sunshine State today? It was really warm yesterday for February. I don't know what the temperature is out there. I just know it's rained all day. Okay. So these make, you need some quick thank yous. What do you need? Quick birthday, quick masculine birthday, this paper, and a stack of card bases, and you are set really quickly. Okay, so now I'll probably put these, I think I'll put these on with dimensionals. Let's see if they said that. No, they didn't. Didn't care. All right, this one I'm going to put right here. 74. Oh, sunny always. Let's get a. Here is thanks for everything. And then here is thinking of you. I need another D block. I don't have another D block over here. I don't want to use that. Swap those around. I put these at an angle because that way my eye will look at the base of the stamp and not the block. And so this one I'm going to position here. I'm going to stamp in black. And I'll go ahead and put this in place, and then we'll stamp, which is kind of dangerous. Okay, I'm living on the edge. You know, it's Wednesday. Got to find some excitement somewhere, right? And just sort of put that there. I'm going to have some ribbon at the top, stamp my greeting at the bottom. And I never actually try for straight. I just kind of go for straight enough. And we're going to stamp wishing you so much happiness. We'll add that kind of right down here. Sorry about my head being in the. So there's that. Lovely, right? Wild stamp. Yeah, that's me. All right, here's another card base. Gotta put my lid on the ink. And next up is this guy. And I'm gonna stamp this greeting towards the top. Really, it's just to show that there's no magic formula, or there might be a magic formula, but there's no right or wrong. Oh, and but you saw what I did. I said I was going to stamp at the top, and I just put that at the top. So clearly not going to stamp that one at the top. We're going to make this a thank you. We're going to stamp it at the bottom, and it is mounted on Misty Moonlight, so I'm going to stamp in Misty Moonlight. Thanks for everything. So gorgeous. We'll add the ribbons at the end. Not all of them are getting a ribbon, but now this one, we'll put this one at the bottom since the other one I meant to put at the bottom. So I've said it twice. Let's see if I can actually go through with it. Just adding to my grid paper. Oh, not really on camera. lining up that bottom edge with grid paper. So grid paper is, I've debated on whether or not that needs to be in the 101 lessons, and I kind of think maybe, because I am so dependent on my grid paper that I feel like maybe I should make sure everybody else knows the big bonus of it too. Trying to be ahead of, above the camera, but I can't tell if I got that straight or not. We're just going to say it's straight enough, and it might have looked better if it had been closer in. All right, and the last one, I'm going to stamp in black, so I need to clean my greetings. And we'll do this one. I admit I do kind of prefer it at the bottom. Maybe that's just because it's easier for me to see to put it in place. But there's that one, and I think this will be thinking of you. Swap up these greetings however you want to. So for bingo, we're going to use this paper, this stamp set, and dies, and we will actually, we plan to use a lot of the dies in our cards. Make 4 cards, just like we've been playing. We're each going to design several cards and then get together and pick our favorites for that. Okay, so now we've gotten all this done, we just need to add ribbon to some of them. And there's really not a good way to add ribbon and a cheater bow to these, so they're kind of going to be visible. Bone folder. This is one of our 101 basics. Oh, I need to show you all the cards I made this morning. I was working on the card samples for Card Club. Oh my goodness. Really pretty. The bone folder is what helps you get that good crisp edge. Alright, so, oh, that's just that. Okay, so this one we're going to add this peach color to. And in my sample, they actually tied bows. I don't know if I'm feeling that, but we'll try. Get my ribbon scissors handy. So this, oh, this is fun. This is a really nice cotton ribbon. And I'm going to go around the inside and then leave. And the reason I do cheater bows most often is because I worry about getting the tension, holding the tension. You know, you used to put your finger, you know, when your mother was wrapping presents, she'd say, put your finger here. Okay, it was my grandmother wrapping presents. It said that. But that was to hold the tension. And when you're tying a bow wrap for your card, well, there may not be anybody there to provide the tension, and sometimes it's a little hard to do it yourself. Let's see. All right, after you've got it in there, you put your fingers back in the bow and adjust. And I managed to put that upside down. All right, the other thing that you can do is actually to tie a knot, because you can generally get a knot, the tension in a knot correct, or figure out a way to do a cheater bow. I don't know. This is going to be all kinds of twisted. This is not my strength. Okay, just throwing that out there. My poor cards. All right, I think that that one is okay after I trim it around a little bit. Okay, it's not going to win a prize, but it's there. All right, so this one we are going to tie the Misty Moonlight ribbon around. I bet after I do 3 of these, I'll have it down pat, right? So I think the trick is to figure out how long I want this to be. Okay, so I need this, and then I want about that much for tying my bow. We'll go ahead and cut that again, because I'm sure that's the magic formula for how much ribbon I need. Confident. Right, so what do you think? Could you add a glue dot to hold it in place? I'm looking for ideas here. Y'all help me out. Okay, y'all even? You're about even there. I can tell you that don't worry about the placement so much on your bow, on your card when you're doing it like this, because you can slide it to where you want it. You've used a glue dot. Okay, that's good to know. Normally, I just go to great lengths to avoid the need for this. And this is pretty thin ribbon, so I'm not having a lot of luck at getting it to stay, you know, it's twisting. It's beautiful ribbon, but it is definitely twisting on me. I may play with that one a little bit more before I take photos. And the last one, because the other thing that you could do is okay, I might have figured out the magic recipe. Well, no, because it won't, unless my tail is long enough. If I could tie it standalone like this, if it was long enough to meet back under. Okay, I might be able to do this. All right, let's see. Let's try this. So I'm going to tie the bow kind of independent and then fix it the way I know to get a good bow. And then oh, but that won't leave a tail. Dang it. Thought I was good there for a minute. I think actually I would probably just, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide the ends and I'm just going to glue down my bow because I think this will look a lot better. Okay, let me get my bow and I'll show you. See, that's a pretty good looking bow there, right? Okay. So now I'm going to get a glue dot. I'm going to get a glue dot. There's the glue dot. And so it's still a cheater bow. Come around and then put another glue dot down. Take your pick tool. This is another tool. This tool will be part of the Stamping Basics. Stay. Oh my gosh, it's determined to be on my fingernail. Okay, so that's that. They're flat. Pretty flat. And then put a glue dot on my bow. Now, why did it take me 4 cards to figure out that that was the way to go? Okay, yep, that's the way to do the bow. Okay, I feel much better. I can do that. All right, how long have we been going? We have been going 36 minutes. Okay, so if you love these cards and you missed the card club last month, or you just want more, we have these 4. These ideas will be on the blog. Okay, super easy with the measurements, so you can make those. This all uses the On the Horizon stamp set. We didn't even use the dies. We used the ribbon that goes with it, and I didn't even use the pebbles. So this is definitely a, what I would call a clean and simple card, even though I looked like I really struggled with the bow. That was me. That was not the stamp. So this stamp set, On the Horizon, and this ribbon. So on the same page, page 43 of the mini, okay? And for bingo, we're going to be also adding the dies and the pebbles. And we haven't committed to a ribbon just yet. Might use that. We might use a different ribbon. Bingo is March the 4th. It is on Zoom, although we are hoping to get to a point that we can do some in-person bingo in the near future. So, card club this month. Oh, I didn't show you. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. So these are the 2 cards that I made today that will be part of card club for February. So look at this beautiful, isn't this so pretty? And then this one. So this is a lot. So in Monday's live, I've lost that card, it's here somewhere. Monday's YouTube video, we made this card in red, and then that was all in cardstock. And this one, I actually cut my petals from the DSP. So, so Card Club, you have until the 10th to register for that, and there will be 4 designs. These are 3 of the 4 designs that we'll be making. You can subscribe to Card Club, or you can take it just month by month when you want to. Well, even if you're subscribed, you can always, there's no obligation. You can stay as long as you want. If you stay 6 months, you get some extra perks. All right, so back to these. These will be on the blog, New Horizon. You'll see more of these cards, more of this stamp set bundle featured in Bingo on March the 4th. So everybody have a great day. If you need some help shopping, don't hesitate to reach out. If you want to know what the schedule is so that you can come and craft with me and you can't find that, then just reach out. I'd love for you to stamp with me. And can't think of what else I need to tell you. But shopping links, joining links, all of that is there, but don't ever feel like you can't reach out for help or assistance. It's a great time to join Stampin' Up! With the extra stamp sets. But anyway, let me know if I can serve you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.